Super Saiyan 4 is probably the most highly requested Awoken skill for our custom characters that people have wanted since the game came out. Now let's go ahead and try to see how this would work in Xenoverse 2 in terms of unlock methods and stat distribution. Alright, what is up? This is Slow Plays, and I am back yet again with some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 17 CAC speculation here on the channel for a very, very wanted Awoken skill, Super Saiyan 4. Now, I've done a million videos about Super Saiyan 4, certain concepts, speculation, predictions. We're doing another one, okay? And it's just because I want Super Saiyan 4, like, badly. And I know you guys want it too. It's got to be the most highly requested Awoken skill out there, other than, for example, like Rose or Legendary Super Saiyan. I believe Ultra Instinct was that form. It was like the one that everybody really wanted. But Super Saiyan 4 was always kind of in the background, in the subconscious of everyone's minds. Like, everybody has wanted this since the game came out, okay? And it should have been in the game, you know, since it launched, but I understand why they held off on it, and it's long overdue at this point in time. I don't think anybody would be objecting or complaining if we did get this. Now, I know a lot of people want more Awoken skills that are tied to other races that are not Saiyans. Saiyans obviously are the most popular, they're the most played and used, so that's why they get the most love, as awful as that sounds, and as, you know, as unfortunate as that is. Like, I would love orange for Namekians. That would be amazing. You know, some other intermediate in-between forms for, you know, the Majins or even Frieza race and stuff, right? Maybe give humans max power. Y'all let me know down in the comments what other transformations you would like to see. But let's just be real, okay? If there was a vote, which I've done these votes a million times, so I'm not going to bring it up, but if there was a vote and Super Saiyan 4 was on that list, it would win by a landslide, okay? It would destroy every other Awoken skill. Comment down below, what Awoken skill for a Saiyan would you want out of all the ones that are left over right now? Super Saiyan 4. I know the answer to it, but I just want to see the comments. I'll flood the comments with Super Saiyan 4. So this video is a little bit different than what I normally do, just because I'm going to be going over a complete full concept of how you would potentially unlock it, what stats they would give, and it's just going to be a fun video overall. Now, keep in mind, as always, this is speculation. I don't even, you know, consider this a prediction-based video, just because I personally, in my heart of hearts, don't believe that we're getting this Awoken skill or even a new Awoken skill via this next update, okay? As sucky as that sounds, and you don't want to hear that, okay? I understand you don't want to hear that, and I'm not saying that that's not what's going to happen, okay? You never know what's going to happen. I don't work for Dims. Bandai got no connection with me. We ain't talking, right? I'm just joking. But, so, I know, I'm yapping, as always. You know, I'm a professional yapper, so let's talk about why Super Saiyan 4 will potentially or eventually come to this game, okay? Because breakers, they have the files, all right? It's going to be coming to breakers, easy, all right? We've already seen that they've gotten hair spiking, okay? They've gotten all this great shit that we never got. Now, it sucks because it's in breakers, because you can't really freely use it, okay? You're very, very restricted, all right? You got a limit on how you can use these transfers and stuff, and I don't like that, okay? That sucks, right? It's cool that they added it and they did all this work and effort to do it, but it's like, you don't use it as much as you would use it in Xenoverse 2, okay? Xenoverse 2, you know, you could use it as much as you want. Go in the photo mode, use it an infinite amount, okay? Breakers, you're so restricted, and that's why I have an issue with that game in terms of, like, you know, how they do things, because sometimes I want to do a photo mode thing where I'm just chilling by myself. Like, I legit do that, okay? I don't know if you consider me weird for doing that, but I know some of y'all out there, y'all just like to go in the photo mode and use transformations and stuff and just look at it. It's just cool, right? Like, I don't do it all the time, but I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say that I don't do it, because I do that shit, right? It's fun. It's cool just being able to have the freedom to go into photo mode. So that's what it is. That's my little rant on it. I think Breakers is a great game. I know people enjoy it and they have fun with it. That's cool. I'm not trying to hate on it, okay? There is like a kind of like a training mode or whatever, but you know, it's not, I want a photo mode. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to get at, okay? I know people are going to be like in the comments, oh my God, what are you talking about? We have a mode that we can do that. Yeah, I understand, okay? But I'm just saying, like, Xenoverse 2 is just, oh, it's such a good game, dude. Like, thank God for the photo mode and like being able to take pictures and images and share them and stuff on like Twitter and like social media. It's great. So some of the hair files that they did find are really nice. I love these. These look awesome. We have like a Broly one. This one right here I think is Kefla. I think that's actually a Super Saiyan 3 hair file because it doesn't have the massive shoulder strands, the shoulder pad strands. This one's more like Gohan in a sense. And then this one right here kind of looks like, I think that's Vegito, a Super Saiyan 4 Vegito here. Or actually, no, that one is a Super Saiyan 3 hair, I think. I could be wrong, though. If I'm not mistaken, we don't have Super Saiyan 3. Am I wrong about that? Y'all correct me if I am wrong. I don't think Breakers has Super Saiyan 3 yet, okay? They have God, Blue, you know, and pretty much everything else, but I don't think it has 3 yet, but I could be wrong. I haven't been following too much, okay? So here's another one. This one is Super Saiyan 4. This one is a Trunks Super Saiyan 4 hair, if you ever wanted to see that. These are real files, okay? These aren't mods. These aren't made up or anything. These are actual files in the Breakers, okay? You know, big shout-outs to Jack, okay? Because he's the one that, you know, got it all situated here. So, those are there, okay? And they're eventually going to come whenever there's going to be an eventual update that adds a Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Vegeta transfer. Your custom character, when they use it, they'll get their own custom hair depending on the hairstyle that you've selected, okay? Great work to Breakers, all right? It's still Dimps. It's the same team that works on Xenoverse 2, okay? Not the same exact team, but it's the same, you know, developer, right? So this team, they did a good job of adding it, even though they're not super diverse and super amazing or anything. You know, some of them are kind of reused, some of them are kind of meh, you know, but they put in that effort of having the hair actually change, right? And that's always great. So let's go over how Super Saiyan 4 would work, okay, in terms of stats. Now, these are just the stats that I kind of just went on Reddit. I wanted to get a good idea of what people thought, and I want you to comment down below what you think, and then we'll also go over my personal version, which could be controversial, but, you know, like I said, I'll leave it up to you guys. You comment down below, if we got Super Saiyan 4, what would it do for you, okay, for your stats, right? So here's this person's take, okay? Zach is back, 1234. They said transforming would take 5 bars of ki, which I think that's reasonable. That's fair. Most of these higher end transformations take 500 ki. Okay, the ki regen would be as slow as Super Saiyan 3, but you would get a 15% increase to defense, okay? Now, I can understand that, right? Super Saiyan 3 does have slow ki regen, okay? It's the slowest out of, I think it's like an 85%, you know, ki regen thing. I don't know about that, just because when I think of Super Saiyan 4 and what it does in the series, right? It's not like Super Saiyan. It's way better than Super Saiyan 3, okay? I feel like Super Saiyan 3 is a ki and stamina, you know, like consumption powerhouse, okay? It just uses so much of it, okay? That's why Goku could not maintain it. He drained all his time, and he had to go back to, you know, Otherworld, right? That was a big issue with it. Now, when it comes to Super Saiyan 4, obviously there is some, you know, ki drain on it in a sense, right? It does use up ki, and, you know, they can't maintain the form forever, right? But it's like more perfected, it's more mastered, right? It's just way better than Super Saiyan 3, right? That's why it's Super Saiyan 4. It's the next version of it, right? So that's why I'll kind of discuss my reasoning about that whenever I get into my version, okay? But yeah, I think that's, you know, that's fair. I don't have any major objections. If it was like that, I wouldn't, you know, have a problem. Now, this is interesting. They did a reverse of Super Saiyan God, which I was like, hey, that's very interesting, right? So this would not give any basic attack, okay, which I know some people would have, or a lot of people would not like. But in turn, it would do ki and strike supers, increasing a shit ton. So ki supers would do 40% from what they're saying, and strike supers would be 30%, and maybe stamina regen a bit faster, okay? So they said, I took the Super Saiyan God approach, but inverted it. The original Super Saiyan God did, I think, like a 40 or 60% increase in basic attack. So Super Saiyan 4 would have strike and key supers up to ton, but no basic increase, okay? Now we'll go over another one here from generic username. I'm not really too keen on this one just because they're adding in Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker on this as well, but we'll just go over what they said for Super Saiyan 4, just regular, okay? So they went more closer to Super Saiyan Blue approach, a 25% buff to all attacks, which I think that's what Super Saiyan Blue does, 20% decrease to damage taken, which I think Super Saiyan Blue does either 5 or 10%. I could be wrong about that. Key recovery reduced by 50%, stamina recovery increased by 20%, and speed increased by 25%, okay? So y'all let me know down in the comments what you think about that. Again, you can comment your own version down below. I'm not going to read this Limit Breaker one because that's we're not getting that, okay? We just want regular Super Saiyan 4. If we got Limit Breaker, I wouldn't complain, right? I would be like, hell yeah, fuck yeah, give me some Dragon Ball Hero shit, right? But yeah, I'm just looking for Super Saiyan 4. I'm just begging for at least that. Like, at least give me that, right? So, we'll go into my stats in just a second because I want to go over how you would unlock it, okay? Now, again, this is just my personal method of what I think sounds pretty good, just going based off of the history of other unlock methods for certain transformations. Super Saiyan 4 unlock method, you would, me personally, I would say max friendship with both Pan and Goku, okay? I think that's reasonable, right? When Goku went Super Saiyan 4 for the first time, all right, he had kind of an assistance from Pan in a sense, right? Pan was there to kind of get him to snap back into reality instead of being a mindless grade 8 that was going crazy, okay? Pan helped him in that sense to get to Super Saiyan 4, okay? I think that would be good because, you know, she is a mentor. She's there available for that. We've had that, you know, for Super Saiyan God, if I recall correctly. You know, that kind of method would go down with it. And then, of course, Goku makes the most sense just because Goku was kind of, you know, the first to achieve this form, right? So that just, you know, makes sense to me, all right? And now this part is kind of more similar to how Beast is, right? Because, again, it's kind of, this is a little bit more influenced by Beast, okay? I don't think there should be a go wish for the dragon or train with Beerus, or there's no reason for any of that because, you know, these other Awoken skills have that, right? I think it would be kind of like with the Beast Awoken skill where you would max friendship with, like, I think it was like Piccolo and like Gohan and Videl or whatever, and then you would talk to Piccolo and do a training just single match with him, and you would fight Cell Max, okay? After Gohan and Piccolo die or faint or whatever, you would transform the Beast. So I think this would be a similar situation, right? You talk to Pan and you end up fighting Grade 8 Baby. Does this sound kind of cool? Because it's similar, right? It's similar, and I think it's a simple concept. It makes sense. And then maybe Pan gets knocked out or something like that, and you end up like transforming your awakening, or you know, something like that. It's got to be practical and something that works, and this makes sense for Xenoverse. Okay, obviously they're not gonna do. I don't think they're gonna do something where it's like, oh, Blutz waves or the full moon. Wait for the full moon to appear or something like that. Maybe they could do something like that. I would like that. You know, more anime accurate. That'd be cool, right? But, you know, this is something simple and easy, just, you know, for how Xenoverse 2 is, right? They're not going to... I don't see them doing anything too intricate, right? So I think that'd be kind of cool. You know, you transform. Obviously, the transformation, we're not going to see them go Grade 8, become Golden, Uzaru. You know, we're not going to see that. Again, if they put in that effort to do that, I would be down as fuck for it, but I just don't see them doing it, okay? At this point, all I care about is I want to see my character grow a tail, you know, a moving tail, go Super Saiyan 4. That's it, right? Make it as simple as that, right? I don't have to see them actually grow the tail. I just want to see, like in the mods, okay? You've seen the mods, okay? When a character transforms into Super Saiyan 4, they don't have a tail, boom, they transform, they have the tail and they're, you know, the fur and all that good shit, okay? All the good shit that you need. So that's how I think it would work. Y'all let me know down in the comments what you think about that. If it sounds like shit or whatever, please rewrite it and comment down below, right? Now let's go over my stats. Now I know some of y'all probably looking at this and be like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What is this? This could be ass, or this could be amazing, or this could just make no sense at all. I don't know. I'm not, you know, here to tell you guys that this is what's gonna work and what doesn't, or if this is balanced for online or any of that shit. This just sounded good to me. I just threw it together this morning, and I'm like, hey, this sounded pretty good, right? So again, I think a 500 key cost, 5 key bars, is reasonable. Okay, again, this is a higher end kind of transformation, kind of on par, maybe closer to the level of Super Saiyan Blue. I'm not saying power scale or any of that bullshit. I'm just saying, you know, when it comes to Dragon Ball heroes, at least, like, they kind of put it on that level, okay? But I'm not saying that's what we should use in terms of a power scale or anything. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying. For those of you that know, okay? If you know, you know. So yeah, 500 key makes sense, right? All damage will be increased by 20%, okay? I feel like that's reasonable. You know, what is it? Super Saiyan 3, I think does a 20% increase for, like, what is it, like basic attack and stuff, and then it's like 10 or 15 or something like that for, like, strike supers and, like, you know, key blast attacks and stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like, this has got to be better than Super Saiyan 3, right? Now, damage resistance, I did 20%. I feel like Super Saiyan 4 is, you know, is not necessarily bulky, but I mean, it's, you know, it's Super Saiyan 4. It's the highest upper echelon level of a regular Saiyan line of transformations, no God Key included. So, you know, you gotta give it some good shit, right? Maybe that sounds too broken for some people. Maybe that's not enough, okay? Again, you can comment down below. Speed increase by 15%. I think Super Saiyan God does like 13.5% speed increase or some shit. So I was just like, all right, get it to, you know, round it off to 15%. Okay, I think that's reasonable. Maybe that could be more. Maybe there should be no increase. I don't think that. I think because all the Super Saiyan transformation, I'm pretty sure they increase speed, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but yeah. And then key restoration rate, I just got it to a minus 35%, exactly how regular, when you go regular Super Saiyan, not Super Saiyan 2, not Super Saiyan 3, because I think that is like, that gets to like end up being like 60 or 70% for Super Saiyan 2, and then when you get to like Super Saiyan 3, it's like a minus like 85% or some shit like this, you know. I think because this is supposed to be the more mastered version of it, it shouldn't have that much of a toll on Ki and stuff, okay? Ki, we don't want Ki to be affected as much with these newer transformations. That's, I think all of us can agree that, like, that's, it's annoying as fuck. Okay, look at Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan Blue Evolved. Even though you can get certain Super Souls and do things to your character to make it so that it doesn't have that much of a problem, it's still annoying as fuck. I hate that it's there. I understand why it's there, okay? I get why, because they're trying to keep it balanced, because, you know, those Super Saiyan Blue Evolved is probably the best Awoken skill out there, you know, alongside Beast, right? And yeah, I try to keep it like that. You know, Beast, you take a lot of damage, so I'm trying to find an Awoken skill that's, you know, maybe not as powerful and strong as Beast, but like, I feel like this seems pretty balanced. I try to go for a balance between Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan Blue with a little bit of Super Saiyan God in there. Like, I try to like combine things, but keep it so that it's, you know, it's not too ridiculous. But maybe this sounds too ridiculous, or maybe it sounds like shit, okay? I'll leave it up to you guys in the comments. I'll definitely see a lot of criticism. Again, I'm not, when it comes to like stats and all this kind of stuff, I'm not great at, you know, figuring this stuff out, you know, because I don't play PvP. I'm not somebody that's like, all right, this is what's going to be balanced, okay? You know, and maybe that's why they haven't done a Super Saiyan 4, because that's why Awoken skills take a long time, because they're definitely thinking of like, how is this going to work online, right? They got to make it realistic alongside these other Awoken skills so that it's not like the most broken shit ever, okay? Because Super Saiyan 4 is not the most powerful form, okay? It's the coolest looking one for a lot of people, right? So, I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments what you think about that, if this would be a good concept. Again, you can kind of, you know, rewrite how things would work or anything in the comments. Just comment, okay? Comment down below. Push my video through the algorithm. What the fuck you doing, right? Drop a like on this video too, all right, if you haven't already. But I digress. I had a lot of fun making this video. I try to put in a lot more effort to kind of get you guys more invested and give you ideas of how this could potentially work, because, oh my god, I love Super Saiyan 4. I can't be the only one. I know you guys like it too. I'm watching y'all. All right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, ring my notification bell as always. I'll keep you guys updated. Peace out.
This is Broly, and you are watching Slow Plays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.